Hello boys and girls, this is your old friend RJ City, and this is the Hollywood Squared Circle, where we talk about wrestling episodes of non-wrestling shows, and today we are talking about Step by Step, Season 5, Episode 13, entitled Beautiful Ladies of Wrestling. For those of you who don't know, Step by Step aired on ABC from 1991 to 1997 as part of their TGIF lineup, and then moved to CBS until 1998, where it was really a part of nothing. It was basically a 90s ripoff of The Brady Bunch, where Patrick Duffy played Frank Lambert, a divorced father of 3, who meets Carol Foster, played by Suzanne Summers, who has 3 children of her own. So they fall in love and get married and all live together in a big house, and in the intro they ride a big roller coaster while a guy sings his ass off. Step by step, day by day, day by day. It also starred Stacy Keenan as Dana, Angela Watson as Karen, Christopher Castile as Mike, Brandon Call as JT, Christine Lankin as Al, Josh Byrne as Brendan, and Sasha Mitchell as Cody. But we don't need to remember all these people. This wrestling episode stars Charlie Haynes, who played Salt in the original Glow and is also in Grunt, the wrestling movie. And veteran non-wrestler who always plays a wrestler, Spice Williams, who, if you recall, was also in the wrestling episodes of Mama's Family and Roseanne. It should be noted that this episode was also directed by Patrick Duffy, so any criticism of it whatsoever should all fall directly on him. Anyway, here's what happens. Frank and JT come bursting in the house and they're like, "Give us the phone, we gotta call the radio station. If we're the 57th callers, they'll give us tickets to the Super Bowl." So they call, and apparently they are the 57th callers, so they're like, "Give us the tickets." But the radio DJ is like, "How much do you guys love cheerleaders?" And Frank is like, "I love them," which is creepy. And so the DJ is like, "Okay, we'll give you guys the Super Bowl tickets if you come to Dave's Sports Bar at 8 o'clock tonight dressed as cheerleaders." This really sounds like a scam, and Frank doesn't want to do it, but JT is like, "Come on, what's the big deal? We'll just do it once, we'll get it over with, and then we'll go to the Super Bowl." So cut to Dave's Sports Bar, and the radio DJ is still doing a live show from the sports bar. And he's like, "As part of our Super Bowl ticket giveaway contest thing, these 2 guys said they would basically do anything, so we're gonna make them dress up like cheerleaders." And Frank and JT walk out dressed as cheerleaders with the wigs and the skirts, and they do a dance, and it's as hilarious as it sounds. And then the DJ's like, "All right, I want to give you guys the tickets, but you have to get them from 2 beautiful ladies." And then this curtain pulls back and there's a ring there, because you know how easy it is to hide a wrestling ring in a bar. You see, they're the beautiful ladies of wrestling. And the DJ's like, "Say hello to Assault and Battery." Even though one of them is wearing yellow tiger stripe gear and the other one is in red, white, and blue. Anyway, all Frank and JT have to do is last 10 rounds with the beautiful ladies of wrestling. Ah, yes, the good old classic 10 rounds of pro wrestling. So they start wrestling, and Assault and Battery start beating the shit out of Frank and JT in the standard wrestling sitcom kind of way. Arm whips, snapmares, that kind of shit. Though it's pretty obvious that none of these actors or their stunt doubles are wrestlers. And then the DJ's like, "That's a takedown, that's 2 points." And then 2 points goes up on a fucking scoreboard. So whoever wrote this and Patrick Duffy have absolutely no idea what constitutes pro wrestling. And now it's round 8, and the score is 92-0. Why keep score if the object is just to last 10 rounds? There's a splash, and a clothesline, and even an actual monkey flip at one point. And then Assault and Battery take Frank, tie his head up in the ropes, they lift his legs up, and they make a wish. Complete with crunching sound effects and Frank doing a Jerry Lewis-like sell. And then Frank is like, "Okay, we give up, uncle, whatever." And then the DJ goes, "And they've conceded," which is never a word that's ever been used in pro wrestling ever. So Assault and Battery win, and Frank and JT are very sad that they lost. But the DJ kneels down, gives them the tickets, and goes, "You guys are good sports. Here you go." You see, it was all just a fun setup just to fuck with them. What a hoot. And that's the episode. Well, that's just one main plot line. There's another plot line where the really smart son is obsessed with studying and becomes a coffee addict. And Suzanne Summers is like, you don't need to work that hard, go have fun. And then their daughter Karen wants to change her name to Hakuna Matata because I guess we needed a 90s reference in the 90s. And then the wacky idiot guy Cody invents edible clothing to go camping in, and then he goes camping and gets attacked by a bear. The common thread in all of this? It was directed by Patrick Duffy. What a disgrace. Well, that was the wrestling episode of Step by Step. This has been the Hollywood Squared Circle, and I've completely wasted your time.